are hanging. A couple of bits and pieces down this one here, this one there. There we go. And then this one arcs off a little bit. Nice. And then this one heads out of there. Nice. Couple little lines, very subtle. Below your eyes, you won't see them. Now, the faces are still very early days, though, remember. The faces are, they look like little potatoes at the moment because we're not hung up on the exact lines. The amount of detail in here matches this in here right now. This is just brighter, so we just slowly build it up, guys. We're not getting overly hung up on thinking faces have to be faces off the bat. We let that build. It's a much better way to do it. A much more real way to do it. And hopefully, by not prioritizing faces as such, but enjoying the shapes that make those faces, hopefully we catch a little bit of real likeness of these two individuals. Hopefully. But time will tell. Time will tell. There we go. Okay, we're going to put down that one for a moment. And we're going to get, I think, a bit of red. A bit of red. This is flame red. Sorry, Lucy. I'm throwing you too many wild cards. One moment we're on some lovely egg tempura, then we're talking about potatoes. I get it, totally do. I think we'll just deepen a few of those blacks, actually. I've got flame red here, and we will move on to it. But before we do, just want to get this purple that we started with and slice in here with thick pigment to help embolden a few of these areas. There we go. There we go. Then up through here. Nice. Down here. Yeah. Now that we've done those intense blues, next up is the blacks. Beautiful. Nice. Just a little bits of this. Molly. How long does it take to finish something like this? It chops and it changes, Molly. It really does. I know that's not a helpful answer, but today we started, and you can already start to see the faces and everything forming, which is pretty cool. But one of the most important things about a painting, one thing I love to tout, this is a fun little core value, inclusiveness. And when we talk about being inclusive, I do that through my color palette. No color left behind. So we've added about 7 pigments so far. We've got our Venetian reds. We've combined that through magentas. We've done that with our deep purples, a little bit of violet, black, and then spliced in a bit of blue and white. What's that, 9? I forget. I didn't quite count. But in terms of the I lost my trail of thought there. In terms of this painting, it's still got about another 40 pigments to go. So all those pigments will work together in unison to make the whole work come together. Here we go. That is the goal. There we go. Let's come on down here. And now, because we're using a smaller brush, we can get into some of those areas that we previously hadn't touched. There we go. And start defining things like where the fingers go, what they're holding, context around that. Just little bits like that. Come back here and grab some more black. Dirty black. And there you go. Nice. You'd say it's a bit late in the game to be adding that much black to the picture because you actually want to phase out the black, but I love how it defines. It's fantastic how it takes over anything it's doing and literally pretty much demands that definition be shown at the cost of anything. Anything. It just takes over. All right, hold on. Let me mix this up. All right, here we go. Let's really get quite savage with the blacks too, guys. Really want to accentuate some of those darker areas. Make them really sit on the painting in a way that you can tell that those are areas of shadow. There we go. And we'll just keep bouncing around. Bouncing into the dark areas. Bouncing back to the lighter areas. And just see if we can't slowly bring form into the picture. This little tacker here has got a lovely pair of glasses on. So recognise that ever so slightly. And splashing a bit around here. There we go. Just a bit. And over the top here. Voila. Nice. And then down through here. Beautiful. There we go. And then a little bit over the top. Nice. Through there. There's 3 fish in this picture. One here. I'm just putting some black on it now. There we go. Fins. Eye. There we go. And there's one here. We just did the stroke on that one before. There we go. And one here. There we go. That's a bit of going through there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Mix this up here. And we're going to keep adding in. Sometimes it's boring, team. You think the blacks are boring, but they're not. They are definers. With just colour, colour loses its way by itself. But when you add in black, it defines the whole picture, constructs where it's made. Beautiful. You can see the dark hair. It's lovely black hair of this child. Really popping off against that whiter t-shirt. There we go. You hope I find my soul. All right, well, I do too. I didn't know I'd lost it. There we go. Start to frame around a few of these items. Beautiful. Just like that. Cut, cut. And up around the hand. Just by the edge. Nice. Down through there. Jeepers, guys. Play nice. Let's go a little bit through there. And a little bit through there. Nice. Perfect. A couple of fingers there. Starting to represent those one at a time. And then this hand here comes over, down, and sklick. Perfect. And across. Down in here. Nice. How much? Sorry, Adam. Adam, that's a great question. So I don't typically work on a size that small. They're always larger. So did you say A4? A1 is the smallest size I typically work on. Because you can get that bigger flow in the brush strokes. But if you are after a piece of work, the best place to go is to leap on the link in the bio. And on that link, you can go to commissions. You'll find everything you need. I'm going to shift this whole hand. This whole hand here needs to come up a little bit. Here we go. There we go. There's a watch here. Nice. Beautiful. Comes all the way out to the side here. That handle was off by about 3 inches. We're just so focused on the child and everything else around it that we didn't notice how far we'd missed from. Yes, we do. We do eventually cover the black, but we start with it. Because like I say, define. Define, define, define. There we go. A little bit through there. Cute little ear here. Perfect. Into the side there. And around the t-shirt. Couple more chairs here in the background. There we go. Little chair here. Litto. Basically all the pieces on live. Most of them. I like to share it. And I was doing an interview yesterday with a lady who interviews artists. She was absolutely lovely. And she was talking about the artists she interviews and saying that one of the hardest things that professional artists are currently dealing with is loneliness. Would you believe it? They're making works of love and beauty and joy. And what they're struggling with the most is loneliness. And so, with that in mind, I looked at the way I do art, and I've been quite lucky to be able to share it here with you guys. And so, on one hand, you get to join in on the artistic journey, yes, if that's what you're into. It's an absolute honor to have you here. But on the other hand, I get to have people coming with me rather than working alone. And so we both get something quite important out of making art together. And that's pretty cool. Because otherwise, the alternative, is it for you? I don't exist. Or for me, I'd be here alone. And when you're together, it's funny, when people are together, it naturally brings joy. It's fun, it's stimulating. Connection brings joy. And it's so much easier to transpose that, infuse that into the work, rather than chasing off on an idea that maybe you can perpetuate joy by yourself for 13 hours, 12 hours straight. Nah, it's hard. But it's fun bringing people with you. That's what I think. It's fun bringing people with you. There we go. Lovely. Lucy, are you getting a hard time? There we go. Perfect. Lucy's just doing her best, guys. But mods might be a bit of an uphill battle. And unless something's really offensive or out to hurt someone, I think we should be all right. There we go. Jay's like, I'm here, I got you, Lucy. We're a team. We got this together. We got this together. I believe in you. Poor old Lucy. She comes back after a while away, and now she's been harassed. Lucy doesn't deserve that, guys. Here we go. And let's come on down here. Nice. So, little tacker coming into context. Big, lovely eyes. There we go. Sorry, well, I'm just trying to build the context of this wonderful little face here. There we go. And a little bit through here. Nice. Down through here. Beautiful. It's kind of cool. We started here with a blank canvas, and now we can start to see the forms taking place and actually start to see the characters slowly coming out of the picture. This is egg tempera. So we made the paint at the start of the day, and we've got a fair bit left. So as you can see, we've gone through about, let me take inventory here, about half our egg paint. And so this gives you an idea of how long this paint actually lasts for and how much of an impact it can have. So this whole thing, this whole painting so far, maybe 6 egg yolks. So that's pretty cool. There we go. We might swap off this colour shortly. And on to the next one. There we go. Dabbling through here. And dabbling through here. No, I've never seen Paul's work, but I'm sure he's a lovely gentleman. There we go. Sweep this around here. Lovely. Little bottle showing up there. That's that bottle head that I was talking about. And I think, yeah, perfect. Dab there. And around there. Glasses sorted. It's a little eye there. A little eye there. That little tack is showing up. This girl here. Big eyes. There we go. Right. Righty, tighty, tighty. Next color off the ranks. Light tan. Light tan. There we go. You missed the beginning? That's all right. We'll put the live up on YouTube afterwards. Here we go. Now let's grab the white, and we're going to add that into the tan. Here we go. A little bit in here. Voila. A bit more of this. Perfect. Make sure you're going nice and easy on people, Jay. Only if it's rude and mean. Here we go. All right, next color off the ranks. We've got a bunch of, I'll bring this close here, light tan. possibly one of the most predominant colours in it. That's what we're after now. Here we go. There we are. I'm going to put this across the face here. Nice. And then down through here. Nice. Perfect. Beautiful. And you see the skin tone color coming in here. Having that beautiful impact on helping construct the face for the first time. There we go. And down through here. There's that neck. And for the first time we sort of construct that on its angle, heading out more towards the partner. There we are. And the ear. Perfect. As he starts to properly appear out of the painting. That's what we're after. Lovely. And then up here, same story. It's like some little designs coming in here. Some poles. Like a lamp of some description here. We'll add that in. It's fun using these little details one after the next. And you start to get more context about the actual background that's occurring. And it's kind of fun. It's the sort of thing that gets you locked in on a painting. You can look back at it again and again and keep noticing more little features. Big fan of that. And we'll get in here a little bit. And there we go. Beautiful. A little bit in there. And then on the shirt, this is the first color that's actually similar to the lovely intensity of the baby blues we were just using. Sort of jumps on top, matches it with a tone, completely different hue. Big fan of that. All right, let's have a little look-see here. And down through here. Lovely. Okay, and then down in here, we've done a lot of this with blue, but now we want to see it with some delightful tans coming in. There we go. Around the shirt. Finally, this little tack is starting to come into a bit more context, but it's taken some time. It's taken some time. There we go. And down, ooh, there, yeah, there. There we go. Perfect. Down through here. Nice. Beautiful. I like this little tacker here. He's leaping out a little bit, and that's what he's doing in the photo, which is pretty fun. So we've got that little tacker exactly where we want him. And we're just, yeah, of course, actually, it's been a while. So here's the reference image. Voila. And then I pull that away, you can start to see, at the moment, the faces are really warm, really warm. And as we add more and more color to it, we'll slowly start to get the pigments more exactly where we want them. Because at the moment, everything's really a deep tone. So we'll slowly get it exactly on the right. element, but it takes time. It takes time. The hands are starting to show up. The bodies are starting to get more context. We've drawn a few thumbs now. Rob, they vary. The paintings vary. Sometimes they're on the... what's the cheapest size? They go for... Just trying to think. The smallest size I do. It starts on low. It varies so much, Rob. It's hard to say. But usually... I mean, this is quite a large size, but depending on the size you're after, best thing to do is to leap on the link in the bio and get in touch. I can give you an idea, if only to help you understand for a commission in the future, even if it's not with me. But paint varies so much. One thing that a lot of artists run into is there's cost of materials and things, shipping, boxing, varnishing, all those things. All the things. But this one here won't be available. This is a family shot. This is a commission. Here we go. Beautiful. 2,000. 2,000 gets you in the realms of some of the smaller works. Because you got to consider things like shipping as well. But then you've got things can go all the way from about 1,000 up to 15,000, like depending on the size you're after, and more. I know we see paint in the in the warehouse and think, that's so cheap. Must be easy. But just to prepare the panel itself, you've got about 3 to 5 hours. And then on top of those 3 to 5 hours, you've got some really good quality sizing agents and glues just to get one little panel ready for paint. You could be spending, honestly, upwards of 200 US before you can touch it with a paintbrush. And then you've got the cost of the pigments and the brushes and all that jazz. Things build up. But going back to it, sealing it, no. With egg tempera, you don't seal. You don't seal. So what you do is you leave it raw, but I put a layer of glass in front of it, and the layer of glass protects it from the UV rays. But if you give it a sealer, you lose that wonderful iridescent quality that the paint has. You can seal things like acrylic and oils, of course, but not this. This is unique in that sense. There we go. There we go. That'll go through there. That'll go through there. And there we go. Beautiful. All right. I am going to get myself. Cheers, Chloe. Look, art school's got its place, and I learned some amazing things in art school. I really did. But most of all, we'll take that a little bit there. I met amazing people. I've found that nothing can change your art style and build your craft as much as meeting amazing people who've got a vested interest in you being who you are, who just support you, enjoy you and the journey you're on. Sounds so cheesy, but trust me, the impact that has on you is quite incredible. There we go. It's going to go through here. It's cute little cheeks coming on down. to a little chin here and then up here. Nice. And there's a little ear sticking off to the side here. So we're going to capture the light of that ear to start with. Beautiful. And then there's a little bit of light up there. There we go. Maybe a last little bit down here. Nice. All the way down to the edge of the bottle. Around in it. And through here. There we go. Down there right beside it. All the way up to here. Nice. Perfecto. All right, team. I am going to grab myself a coffee. So, while I'm gone, I'll be back. Hope you're all enjoying it too. I think we're in a fantastic spot. I'll show you the picture one last time. This is the color palette. Voila. So we're pretty close to an exaggerated version of it, but there's some wacky colors we need to add in now. When I say wacky colors, I mean things you wouldn't expect to see. I'm talking about a little bit of green, dabbling in a few little corners of it, and a bit of red. Not too much on the skin of our characters, because what we'd risk doing is making them all look sunburnt, but actually on the actual areas surrounding them, sometimes on the arms, but usually in the background. Greens and reds. Christmas, actually. It's exciting. All right, I'm going to go make my coffee. I'll be back in just a second. The grinder's really loud, so I'll leave that behind. One moment, guys. By golly, that's looking cool. That's making me happy. Alright, here we go. Back we come. Sorry for disappearing, team. Maybe I did. Here's the coffee. Lovely. All right. Yum, yum, yum. The protein shake was good, but it wasn't enough. So we'll run these eggs out and then see where it takes us from there. You're all good, Lucy. Lucy, I appreciate you hanging around. You're an absolute legend. Good to see you again. It's been too long. I'll catch you later. I need another wine glass. Not another glass of wine, but another wine glass. It's up in here. There we go. Got it. I got it. I got it. Voila. He went from 6 foot to 5'2". I don't understand. How does this happen? Right in here. Green. That's the color we're after. Voila. Perfect. And then a little bit of this. Arguably the end of our egg tempera. The last color we can manage. You think that was going to be a working paintbrush, but it's completely frozen solid. Wild. What do I have on my little schedule here? Go on. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Wine glass, because we can only use one color at a time. We can't use multiple. Well, we seem to have multiple, but if we're all on the same plate at the same time, they all amalgamate together and make a mess because the viscosity is too thin. Too thin. Yeah, ask me for a spare one. I'll hook you up with wine glasses. So this is going to be more of a natural tone adding into it. It's going to be pretty, but very, very natural. Let me get a bit more of this. Didn't quite get enough. There you go. You're all good. Jules, absolutely phenomenal to have you here, Jules. You're a champion. I'm liking this. I'm outlasting people this time. This is fun. Normally Jules outlasts me, but this time, I'll catch you later, Jules. Here we go. So this is the color we're using. That is it. And you can see already by the way it smears, the level of viscosity or transparency in it. There we go. And let's have some fun adding this in a few little areas. It's going to add some depth. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Just going to sneak that through there. Add that extra little bounce of colour to him. It's going to look like he's wearing a green shirt for a little bit, but we'll bring back the baby blue. The shirt is baby blue, but there's shadows. So to capture those shadows, we get a range of colours. A whole range. And we'll chuck a little bit of green into his hair, just a touch. Just a touch. We're careful with this colour. Careful with the green. There we go. Nice. All right. Little Tacker here. Lots of green in his outfit. There we go. Beautiful. And down through here. Nice. Just start to build up some of that tone. Green's going to look funny to start with, but its beautiful natural tone will exist underneath the painting beautifully. And it's a little bit sticky tacky, this pigment, which I kind of like. It's a greeny feel to it. There we go. Beautiful. And up through here. Lovely. And then, where else are we going? Just up in here. Nice. We'll use up all this green pigment, I reckon, across the course of doing this. Any up top here? Yes, there is. Right at the top. Right at the top. And across here. Nice. Just like that. Beautiful. A bit more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Across this beam here. There we go. Whole way across. Right to the edge. And through here. Next fish. Dabbling out all the way to the edge. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking this green. This is fun. This is fun. We'll keep splashing it around. There we go. Beautiful. No grey matter. Oh, don't listen to that art teacher. Art's a form of expression. He could have said you lack craft. Craft is actually the repetition of art, how to formulate an eye or a face or a hand, perfect gradients. You may not know how to do craft, but you can learn that. Art is self-expression. You can't really tell someone they have an inability to express themselves. You can tell someone they haven't quite figured out how yet, but that doesn't mean you can't know. You can figure that out. You can do that just for you. Don't let people gatekeep you from art. It's just silly. Just silly. Yum, yum, yum. All right. And here, and we keep adding. Whole bunch of different pigments. Yeah, give them a dial. Say, hey, you said something a little bit mean to me, and I still haven't got over it. Or, go on your own journey, figure out who you are, and on that journey, forgive him without having to say a thing. That'd be pretty cool too. There we go. We're going to need some more white here eventually. Santiago, long time no see. Welcome on in. Here we go. There we go. A little bit of green through here. Adding a natural tone to that wood. It's kind of fun actually. And I think it's irrefutable at this stage. We've got some context. We can see in individuals. You can't quite tell they're in a restaurant yet, but bear with me. I'll get that part. It'll just take a little bit more time, but we'll get there. But I think we can see 4 characters. There we go. All right. And then let's sneak down into this arm here. Oh, yeah. And then down through here. Terrific. I'm good, Santiago. Coming on down in here. And these hands. Oh, yeah. First time we're going to start capturing those knuckles. There we go. Beautiful. And a bit more through there. We're not finished at the top here. Lovely. Number one tapper. I like it. I like it. That's fun. That's fun. I didn't realize there was a little subculture going on there, but now I'm so glad that I've heard about it because that's pretty entertaining. There we go. There we go. And we'll just keep balancing that out. I think the next colour off the ranks is going to be more of our, get this, pinks. Oh yeah. I'll put this one in here too so you can see the little mess we're running. A little messy bunch of containers. Kind of fun though. 4 more containers. We'll run them out of colour and then we'll decide whether we persist with a few more wild colours or if we, what we do once we run out of our paint. What's he gonna do? Oh, sorry guys, that was my solar plexus. Got to keep that posture nice and tight. Stay tall. There we go. And through here. Start to create a fundamental difference between the skin tones and the t-shirts. And get a little more wild with the strokes. Now that we know where things are going to sit, we don't need to be as ruthlessly accurate, saying this is the structure, this must take. We can be more relaxed, more chill, more loose. So this hand, this whole part down here is a great example of how to express more looseness inside the work. There we go. It's going to come through there. Lovely rosy cheeks on this little tacker. And this fella here, there we go. This hand can get a lovely, it's behind the rest of the painting because we moved it, so the hand doesn't have as much context as the rest of it, but that's okay. And then down through there, nice. A few little pieces. In here, yeah, there we go. Okay, then we're going to sneak up here. You'd be like, he already added pink, why is he adding more? Well, we're going to do this with a few colours, over and over, where we just re-exacerbate them within the work. And what it does is instead of having this blunt layering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get this effect where that crisscrosses, interwoven. And I think that's more fun. I think we could have a very blunt this colour than this colour. But instead, we've got this lovely integration of the colours. Which one came first? Which one came second? Does it even matter? As they all weave together, kind of like a flax skirt or a thick threaded bag, all just woven into each other. Good word, interwoven. It is, it is. I think it explains what I'm trying to talk about really well. It has that interwoven nature of the layers. Layers don't need to be we always think of layers like layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There will be no connection between these layers. They'll just exist one on top of another. Well, some areas can be at layer 1. Some areas can be at layer 2. Some areas can interweave between multiple layers. There's no rules to this. Rules are only there to be helpful to you when it comes to art. if it's not helping you, if it's not serving you to help you create amazing art, throw the rulebook out the window. It's not helping. Get a technique that helps. Get a method that you want to be a part of. Something special. That's what you want to do. There we go. We can start grabbing. Yeah, now we're starting to get it. These little moments in the background, these chairs. So cute. This little diner constructed in all these little moments. There we go. And up through here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Perfect. And, yeah. Now we're talking to it. Now we're talking to it. Down here. Go on then. Just a bit more. Can't help it. Can't help it. Just wants a bit more of a pink touch. And where else are we going to go? There's a little hand down here with a cute little pinky finger that's separate from the rest of the hand. Belongs to this little tacker. We just want to capture that. There we go. And that arm falls back a bit, so it looks a little bit skinnier, but it's not. There we go. Wonderful. Thanks, SA. There's one thing we haven't touched at all yet. Not even one stroke. And that, you lovely people, is the watch. Not even once. So, I'm hoping that we can remedy that. But it is a tan colour. So we'll come back to it. Excuse me while I just get these last little nice patches around the face here. I want to capture the smile. This guy's got a nice smile. There we go. You'll start to see as we start adding on these little like strokes here and there that actually the faces start to get a little bit more expression, really slowly, as if the features are slowly coming out of rounded surfaces. That's a good way to develop a face. It's not getting too hung up on the exact features of the face, but allows it to gradually come together. I like that. I like that. And then we just keep adding layers of egg tempura. With the hope that if we keep attacking it with this tenacity we're approaching it with, that a picture will reveal itself. I like that. Reminds me of those, it's like an adult version of those, just play those little like fossil retrieve games as a kid. And you get a block of clay, and then in that block of clay you chisel away at it and brush it and carefully excavate until out came a lovely little toy of some description. In a similar way, painting isn't so different, because what happens is you've got a blank canvas, which is similar to that clay block, and then you excavate layer after layer, coat after coat, moment after moment, until painting just comes out of it. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. And I used to absolutely love those little excavation games. So it makes sense that if I see a similarity in that, whether there is or isn't, but if I see a similarity in that, it would make sense that I'd want to become a painter. Oh dear. Or he's just crazy. Or he's just crazy. That's also a factor. There we go. Beautiful. That beam building up its colour. It's going to be more blue at the end, I think. But I like it pink for now. Maybe it'll stay pink. Who knows? And who reckons? I think we're actually going to we're going to make some more paint after this, guys. Once you run out of these, I think we might. I might be speaking too soon, but when we run out, we'll reset the table and make some more. All right. What's this? Let's get this out of here. Dunk that one and that one. Lovely. And get this pot. Get this pot. Put this one down here. Now we're back on those lovely tan tones. Tan tones, and this face here is demanding a little bit of attention. There we go. Swings around this way. Gorgeous little chin. Love. I'm back. There we go. Don't worry. I was saying nothing relevant whatsoever. What was I saying? some sort of just weird brain fart on some wild tangent. Oh, the colour of that's what I was saying. Yes. Remember what I was saying. Can confirm. Completely irrelevant. I was saying... I was saying about that dress that was in the Women's Days for a while. The one that was gold or blue. And everyone's like, it's gold, it's blue. And like, egg tempera kind of feels like that sometimes. When you say, don't ask me the colour of anything. Literally, egg tempura is multiple colours at once in any one place, which is kind of buzzy, kind of special. So, big fan of egg. Santiago's like, yeah, I was around for that. I remember the dress you're talking about. Pause. It's blue. I think it was a trick of the light that made it show up in both types. I watched a YouTube video on it. Jason, good to have you here, you absolute legend. Appreciate you. Let's get this through here. Nice. And then dribble a bit down here. Cheers, Akis. Did it appear on my head or did I turn around too fast? Akis, you're a legend. Thank you very much. There we go. Little bits there. Akis is here to stay. Cheers, mate. All right. Let me have a little look-see here. And let's check a little bit through here. I saw a really wholesome live a little while ago. It was a compliment live. I don't know if they're common or not, but basically, it's like putting a coin in a slot machine, I suppose. But You say something and the person on the other end gives you a compliment, which I reckon is pretty cool. Although what would be even better is if just in this world out there, in the environment of planet Earth, we just try to give each other more compliments. Would it kill us? To just be a little bit of a sweetheart every now and again to all the wonderful people all around the world. Make it your day routine to just give out 4 or 5 compliments a day. Thanks, Tony. You're a legend, mate. Just 4 or 5 compliments a day and just see where it takes you. Because I'll tell you one thing, it kind of feels good to give a compliment. Not like a forced one, but a real compliment. You say, hey, that thing you did, bro, or mate, or friend, that was cool. I appreciate that you did that. Eye contact with a compliment slaps, guys. You can give eye contact with a compliment. It's so meaningful. It's like saying that actually you, I'm looking at you, I mean you. This nice thing I'm saying, it's directed directly at you. So if you haven't heard compliment today, guys, you don't need it from me. But you've got full permission to be yourself. Go do you. God, I hope you actually do. And through that process, find people who celebrate the fact that you do. Be open-minded. I think we're getting more and more closed off with our thinking. It's so special. You come across people who develop you and change the way you think. It's funny, actually, too. It's a saying. I love the saying. Before it's your favorite place, it's a place you've never been. I read that the first time I went traveling overseas. And it really resonated with me because I thought New Zealand was the best. Nothing could compare the beauty of New Zealand. And I knew what this place was all about. And I knew, hey, are you just going to stream all day, Seth? Maybe. We're going to run out this paint first. But I was hell-bent on the fact that I knew that New Zealand was the best. And then I went to America. And I made some more favourite places. And realised it had less to do with what was the best and more to do with where you made memories. So what I'm trying to say is I can't wait to get back to the States. That just answered that question. I love the States, guys. All you Americans, I love you guys. I like Chicago. I like New York. I like Florida. I like... where else? I like South and North Dakota. Got a soft spot for them. I like Wyoming. I like Utah, Yellowstone, Yosemite, LA. Great bus system in LA. Really enjoyed that. On top of the city. Was around wherever you like. And the museums there. That's what I typically do when I go somewhere. I go to the museums. They're like, that's just so geeky. Yeah, well, let me do me. I want to go to a museum. I want to see some cool things and learn some facts. That's what I consider a good day out. No, I don't play rugby. I've got no coordination with a ball whatsoever. I love a team sport. I love getting outside in the sun. I love everyone hanging out together and having a good time. But no, I can't play sport. Oh, we missed a detail here. Naughty me. Just in here. Hold on. How did we miss that? There we go. There's a spoon there, and we just hadn't painted it at all. So we've just added it in. That was pretty fun. All right, how are we looking? How are we looking? Good, 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 good. Yeah. I love Colorado too. You know that, Santiago. You know I've got a soft spot for Colorado. What's that song? Feels like Carolina. It's funny, that song feels like Carolina. It reminds me of Colorado. Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Rocky Mountains? Been to the Smoky Mountains too, but the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Went for a walk around there. Alabama. I don't think I've been to Alabama. I have been, but not for all that long. Maybe I need to go back. Feels like Carolina, like California, worldwide, New York, on Broadway. Okay, let's keep it coming and up in here. There we are. All right, making good ground. Where else are we going to go with this? I sort of want to add in a little bit of red to it. Let's grab that flame red that I was talking about earlier. There we go. It's going to really warm up this tan the whole way. This is going to make it more like a, what's that? I want to think fiery salmon. That's what this is. It's a fiery salmon. This is going to be very fun to work with. Here we go. Let's get this in around the few little areas around this face. It's going to have a big impact. There we go. And we're going to allow the strokes on the face to be a bit more blunt. Not try and actually force them into being perfect gradients and tones, but allow them to actually just represent through the construction of a shape here and there. Kind of cool. There we go. Hello, Jacinda. Welcome on in. Yeah, this is a commission piece by a lovely couple in America. So it's a full family shot. It's two little tackers. Two gentlemen. But the idea of this one is to capture the love of family. That's the goal. That's the goal. Down in here. Let's get a little bit more behind these glasses. Nice. There. And then just around the edge of these specks. Nice. All right, and then around this face here. There we go. And down, all the way down the side. Perfect. Lovely little chubby cheeks. That's what we're trying to capture here. Perfect. Perfect. And then down through here. Yeah, I remember one work that I always really enjoyed. Always really. I thought about it so much, actually. Still do. It was a piece, and it was called 50 Faces. And the artist didn't paint any of them. The artist went to some village somewhere and asked everyone, different artists in this village, who all do commission portraits, I assume, to paint this lady's face. And there were 50 different faces, all done slightly differently. But the magic behind it was each portrait was slightly different. And what was actually captured was not the lady, but the unique style of each artist. And so there's something gorgeous in that. I really enjoyed thinking about that one. And I think about it more than I should. thinking about the layers and how they cascaded over each other and how together the whole thing made up a picture. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I mean, Susan, that sounds kind of cool. There we go. There we are. Just little bits. Perfect. Then down in this hand here. There we go. Perfect. There's our full hand. You're starting to see the little tacker here. Starting to see the hands coming around them. Possibly one of the most notable parts of the painting is the noodle box. Kind of funny. And anyway, coming down in here. Dabble with that through there. Beautiful. And down in here. Noodle box. It's funny what becomes more prominent as you actually make the painting. Where the brain focuses, what the brain makes relevant. All kind of entertaining. Thanks, Randy. I appreciate that. But you can't lie to your inner eye in terms of what you see, what you make relevant within a work. You need to just believe and trust your own vision and stop seeing faces. Stop seeing mouths, eyes and ears, and just trust that if you lose yourself in the process, you might slowly discover something raw and real, hidden in amongst a million of these little layers all cascading over each other. There we go. And a little bit more through here. Perfect. When she looks back and behind her, always be there for her. There we go. The accent is Kiwi land. You are listening to a Kiwi who's painting a beautiful family, one stroke at a time. Eva Derrison. Of course I remember you, mate. Thanks for popping on in again. Good to have you here. There we go. Let's get that over the top there. Beautiful. And then these boards up through here. Nice. Do you hang your own work in your house, Louise? Of course I do. So I've got a couple of pieces that I keep pretty close to my heart. So there's currently no originals available, but I keep a couple of pieces. If someone desperately wants one, I say, well, here's my little private collection. What do you think? And they usually, I like the foyer, so that way when I leave and when I come home, it's the first thing I see. I like prints around the house, but in the foyer is where I love to have the, yeah, for your birthday. Yeah. I typically don't give art to family members on their birthdays. It's quite a personal thing. And I understand sometimes commissions go for birthdays, and I totally understand that. But sometimes people who know me get their hearts set on certain pieces. And so I've got to bring them into the studio and say, which one ticks the box for you? Which one makes you feel special? There we go. Perfect. Honestly, doesn't matter. Studio light, natural light. Don't let that get in the way of a creative session. Too often, something's not quite right. So what do? We deny ourselves the whole painting session. Only this, if only that. And what you've actually got to do is just let go. Let the light be what the light is. Construct a painting. Enjoy it. And that's the best way. That is the best way that I've ever found to make artwork. Of course, some people like very, very specific light. That's never been my style. There we go. Ba-da-ba-da-bing. Lovely. Do I prefer acrylics or oils? Neither. This is egg tempera. I love egg tempera. It's AI. This guy's faking it. Really? Like, how advanced does the AI need to be? Hey, AI, can you duplicate a New Zealand dude with one of those weird robotic accents? Actually, that would be easy for the AI to do. And make him paint in a room, but make the lighting a little bit weird. And then also make the painting kind of cool, but take a while to do, like in a way that you'd really have to be patient to hang around to watch. And then make him answer back to comments in a condescending way, but also kind of friendly. Come on, guys. as if Kiwis got to have AIs advanced enough to copy Kiwis. At the end of the day, yeah. And also, as he's painting, make sure he steps on the tiles in a way that makes them slowly spread. Nah. We need to get... That's John. Great comment. We need to get more blues. We're actually short on them at the moment. I've got babies and I've got ultramarines at the moment. But they're subtle. More inbound. More inbound. And when we get more in there, then we can keep cycling back to these tans. But this photo is predominantly warm. And I think you feel that in this shot. You can see the warmth of the characters and the room coming out in it. We'll keep adding more washes, more and more washes, and building up that light in the picture. But the warmth is number one. Key. Key. Right, coming down in here. There we go. There's actually a, you know what we will do? Do we dare? Dare to be bold. We're going to mix the tan with the blue. It's going to give us a muddy brown colour, but it's going to be the colour we need to traverse a lot of these colours in between. Bear with me. Here we go. And at this stage of the game, with all the paint we've applied, there is this delightful smell of egg in the room, which is kind of fun. There we go. All right. Will you switch the colour already? Yes. So this is like a steely grey, and this has a lot of homes in this piece. Here we go. This is one of those more muted tones, and the goal of muted tones is to bring attention to the pops, and you need to do both. Here we go. dabbling around in here. That was too much. It's going to try and drip. Can't have that. That would be a disaster. Great for the beard through here because it adds in a slight grey tone to those warmer ones. So we can start representing this character some better. Some better. Better. There we go. Lovely. The glass bottle. Oh, yeah. Messy. Love those. Oh, no, it was intentional, wasn't it? Because I had them all sitting there and I thought, oh, yeah. We'll show you the previous colours. Right, and the next colour off the rank is going to be something slightly less interesting. Oh, but defining. We're going to do our loop back to our blacks. To our wild, untamed blacks. Here we go. Sorry. Humming away as I slowly initiate myself into a flow state. As we just chuck one coat after the next. Since this is the morning and that's egg yolks, that's mean. Yeah, sometimes it feels that way, but eggs actually one of the better things to paint with. You can sort of see how we've done almost like 10 layers here of different colours, all on top of each other, but you haven't sort of felt like we've had to pause a whole lot to let them dry. We've got the hair dry down there if we need it, but we haven't needed it. We've just been adding layer after layer, coat after coat. The paint dries that fast, or maybe I'm just that slow. God, imagine if that was the answer. That would be heartbreaking. Maybe I am, though. Am I too slow? Oh, God. I'm getting excited. There we go. Beautiful. A little bit more through here. And it's going to creep onto that hand just the tiniest bit. Slower than paint drying. Hey. Play nice. We started this picture today, and you can already start to see the characters. So surely I deserve just a little bit of slack. There we go. I can come through there. Perfect. Then over the top here, this is right in the background now. These lovely little touch points. Yeah, the kids are super cute in this. They're both leaning forward like they're excited for the camera. They haven't just been turned to look at it. They're actually like, hey, this is here. I'm here. This is my family. I'm excited. And then these two gentlemen leaning toward the whole thing and the way it's constructed, leaning towards each other, the kids popping out. It's just a beautiful family shot. So really fun to be given the privilege of capturing it, to be fair. I think it's a tall order, guys. It's a tall order when someone asks you to capture the love of their family. But it's also such an honor that someone believes that you could do it. Possibly. Kind of cool. Bloom Studio. Yes, it is. So this is a commission of a family. American family. And we're just slowly building up the colours. Poor old Santiago or Ryan are sitting there like, stop saying that. Stop saying building up the colours. We get it. You do it in layers. All paintings are done in layers. Sorry. All right, there we go. Let's just slash the top off there. Beautiful. Thanks, Phil. Do a little slash. Just down there like that. Just a few little dashes. And this one here, there's a column there. Grab that. And then on the fish itself, this is where it wants some love. Lovely. And then beautiful. Lovely. Hello, Taylor. Long time no see. Good to have you in here. Oh, that was cool. I hadn't noticed that it was there before. But we just did a dab that was possibly one of the most crucial dabs of the whole work. It was to establish the wedding ring on the right gentleman's finger. Just down here, the first dot of it, done in a wonderful, simplistic shade of tan. And then we'll come back and do one little white streak and it'll be finished. Not the whole painting, that one little spot. Beautiful. Bloom Studio. What's new? Okay. Next thing I'm going to get with this color is a little bit of black and add it into this color. So we're going to get our tan color, which is already a little bit reddish, add some black into it, and it's going to give us a Mars black effect. Mars black is the next one off the ranks. Little containers. There's this one here too. Should I bring that one in here? I'll put it more in there. There we go. That's a wine glass with our deep purple in it. Here we go. Lots and lots of black. Mars black. Mars. Mars bars. Nice and wet. Gotta keep it wet. Yeah, people need to change that. Everyone's so hard up on thinking you need to use a proper, lovely, what's it called? I forget what's even called, palette. This is just, this is nonsense, guys. Don't be suck it into getting a palette. I use plates normally. That's with the wheels and things. To try and actually work better with the lovely buttery effects of the oils. You can mix them around the plate. But with this stuff here that's Impura, much better to use a lovely container where you can swoosh it a little bit too. A little bit of swooshing. So I'll be like, what are you doing today? Oh, I was on Seb Gow's live. Oh, what happened? Oh, he taught me how to swoosh. Sounds constructive. There we go. And so a few shadows in here. Just a few shadows. There's not actually as much black as we currently see in the work. And that's why Mars black still has the word black in it, but it's not as intense. It's softer. Well, if you're going to drop it and break it, the same would happen to a palette. And so why not just use a plate? Get one from the op shop. Get one from the op shop. They are $1 each. Don't get the fanciest plates. The only reason I say that is sometimes we get excited. I've done it before. I go to the op shop and buy the best plate out. Being like, yeah, got a good plate. And then I think, actually, someone wants to use this as something to eat off. And I've stopped them from being able to do that by buying the best plate in the store. So the point I'm making there is when you go into the store, op shop's another word